Hey guys, MarkService12 here, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys how to send any Gen 2 Pokemon over to Gen 2 from Gen 1 without having to trade it from Gen 2 first. Now, as many of you will probably already know that have tried this before, it always seems to come up as, you know, an invalid trade. Like, oh, your partner's, like, your friend's Remoraid appears to be abnormal, or whatever. Well, I have found a fix for that, so that you can send any Pokemon over. So, let's start with Tyranitar. This video assumes you already know how to set up the AF/WSM glitch, which is basically the gateway to Arbitrary Code Execution. So I'm playing Pokemon Blue right now, and these are my current items. This particular setup gives you any Pokemon. Now, I'll break down the code. So, Antidote, that can be anything. That could be a bicycle or a town map or anything. 8F, that's what you need. And these two items can be in any order. So it can be like that if you want, but I keep it like this to make it less confusing to myself, you know, whatever. Repel, that is the Pokemon ID. Right now it's set to 21, which is Mew. X Speed, I don't know what this does. You need 64 X Speed if you're playing Pokemon Yellow. Ultra Ball, 64. You don't need any Ultra Balls if you're playing Pokemon Yellow. Awakening, this is the Pokemon's level, so it's going to be level 5. TMO5, you need 89 of these if you're playing Pokemon Yellow, and then 201 Lemonades. How do I know it's 201? Because I'm in a Pokemon Center and it's displaying this icon. If you go outside of the Pokemon Center, it will display a different icon. Let me just show you guys. So if you're configuring this, make sure to go to a Pokemon Center, just to keep things consistent. So, what happens when I activate AF? I get a Mew. Do I want to give it a nickname? No. So no more Pokemon Mew is sent to Pokemon Box 1 on PC. So that's all straightforward and stuff. It's like the best way to give yourself Pokemon. Right, before we continue any further, there are 2 build GameShark codes I found online, and can you guess which one I found first? Yeah, the inferior one. So, imagine an 8-character GameShark code, if that makes sense. It always starts with 01, and then you have XXYYZZ. So, for this first setup, it is lemonade, and the quantity of lemonades is the XX part of the GameShark. Okay, then TM34, and the quantity of TM34 is the YY of the GameShark code. You may be thinking at this point, okay, what's the big deal? Well, ZZ isn't a quantity of anything. Instead, you have to know the item ID. So, if ZZ is 01, then the ID has to be a Master Ball, and the quantity must be fixed at 201. I don't understand why items in the AF glitch end in 201 at the end. It must be some sort of assembly terminator or something. I don't know how all things work. But yeah, that's the inferior version. The much easier version is to have, let's see, anything, AF, X accuracy is your YY, Carboss is your ZZ, XX, Max Revive is your XX, and then you need Pokeball 201. Obviously these items do not correspond to what I'm saying, but you know. Much easier way to build GameShark. Of course, you can only do one code at a time, one line of a code at a time, so if it's multiple lines, then it's not going to work. Also, in Pokemon Red, I kept finding, like, different party setups that didn't really, like, appealed to me. Like, oh, the 5-party setup, or the 3-party setup. I'm like, but I want a 6-party setup, so I can send Pokemon to my PC when I get myself a Pokemon. How do I do that? And there was one lone comment, I don't know if it was on YouTube, or Reddit, or I want to say Wikipedia, but I don't know. On just some, or Glitch City forums, what? Glitch City forums, or whatever. I can't remember. I can't find it again. But it's basically a modification of the existing one. So the 5-party setup is the Pidgey, Parasect, Onyx, Tentacool, and Kangaskhan, and you're not allowed any other Pokemon in your party. But by replacing Kangaskhan with Arbok, you can have the first slot in your party be anything you want. So I've just picked Mew, because you can teach Mew any TM or HM, so if you want to fly somewhere. Well, I guess Pidgey can learn fly. But yeah, Pidgey, which is basically the first Pokemon in the, what's it called? I want to say sub, I don't know any technical terms. Yeah, it must have current health 233. It doesn't matter what its maximum health is, although giving it a maximum health of 233 is very, very convenient. If you use HP ups on your Pidgey, then you don't need to level up to level 100. I think the maximum level you need to get up to is 93, but I was just too lazy, so I just used rare candies and then HP ups. And it coincidentally went to 233. More often than not, I'm just assuming things, but more often than not, it will just add up to 233 for whatever reason. And just to be like cautious, you can always like save the game, I don't know, if your Pidgey's like level 80 or whatever, before you've added any HP ups, just in case it goes to 231 or whatever. Well, even still, if you add a HP up, it should correct itself to 233, but if not, if it goes to 234 or something stupid, then I guess you can just reset. And then, I don't know. But anyway, what we want to do is we want to get a Tyranitar into the game. Now, the first thing you might do is look up a little guide. What ID number is Tyranitar? Yes. Tyranitar's ID is 183 in decimal, in hexadecimal that is B7. So B7 in hexadecimal. So you may think, okay, so I give myself 183 repels, and then I just activate AF, and I get given a glitch Pokemon, which will be a Tyranitar, right? Well, if you do that, you're gonna have a bad time. And this is where, as far as I assume, everybody goes wrong. I could be wrong, but I'd like to call this a beginner's mistake, if anything. This is where everybody goes wrong. Because the Pokemon you get is a glitch Pokemon with glitch stats, and you basically have to fix all the stats individually, and you have to know what's broken. And that's just too much of a pain in the ass. So, instead, we're going to be smart about this. We're going to take a normal, healthy Pokemon, and we're going to change its species ID into a Tyranitar. Now, Gen 2, I think, also checks for experience group for when you're trading a Pokemon. I think. I haven't tested this yet. I could be wrong. But just to play things safe so that your Pokemon has a proper experience bar and it isn't all glitched up or whatever, I recommend one of the following Pokemon to transform into a Tyranitar. Rhydon, Executor, Execute, Rhyhorn, Lapras, Arcanine, Mew, Gyarados, Shelder, Tentacool, Staryu, Pinsir, Growlithe, Tauros, Dragonite, Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos, Dratini, Dragonair, Mewtwo, Snorlax, Magikarp, Cloyster, Starmie, and Aerodactyl. Whew, that was a bit of a mouthful. So, yeah, any of those Pokemon, however, you also have to correct the Pokemon's typing so it's perfectly accurate to what it is supposed to be, which is actually an invisible value. Yeah, would you believe it? According to this guide I found, and it's true, it's telling the truth. So you see how Mew says Psychic right now. If I change this to, say, Flying type, and I go back into this menu, this will never update, because it reads this value, Psychic, from somewhere else in the game. I don't understand how it works, really. I guess it looks up a table and says, oh, Mew must be Type 1 Psychic. And then, attached to the Pokemon is, you know, Psychic. So Type 1 Psychic, Type 2 Psychic. I know, crazy, right? And if I change Type 1 to Flying, then it'd be Type 1 Flying, Type 2 Psychic, but it won't appear in this menu. You just have to already know what you've changed it to. So that's a bit dangerous. So what I recommend doing is finding a Pokemon with close stats to Tyranitar. Now Tyranitar is Type 1 Rock, Type 2 Dark. And it has to be in that order, so out of all the Pokemon I listed, only one Pokemon here at least half matches that, and that's Aerodactyl, being Rock Flying. Because the other ones here are Something and Rock, or just something else completely, like Ground Rock. So, if you give yourself an Aerodactyl, which is hexadecimal AB, decimal 171, you've already got half of the typing sorted out, you've got the right experience group, and all you have to do is change 3 values. 3 freaking values. And that's it. So, let's go ahead and give myself 171 repels. Okay, so here is my setup. 8F, nothing above it. Repel, that's the item we want to morph. Or should I say, change the quantity of. Using Burn Heal, 43, Ice Heal, 43, and Revive, 201. Revive decreases an item's quantity. If you want to increase an item's quantity, replace Revive with 201 full heals. So if I do this... oh, shit. Nope, I've done something wrong, hang on. God, I feel like such an idiot. Right, okay, so AF, Repel, Burn Heal, or Ice Heal, it doesn't matter, as long as it's 43. And then Revive. Now do this, 20, 19, 18, so all I have to do is just toss away all of them but one. Do this, 0, 255. Make sure you do not store anything in your PC of 255 items, unless you are trying to set up the AF glitch in the first place. That's the only time you'll need 255 items, otherwise it messes up every item underneath it in your PC and in your items menu too. 254 is fine. So, right, so 254 right now, and what am I doing? Alright, so I'm trying to get to 171. Okay, so that icon should be Aerodactyl. What to do now is retrieve my stuff. Now that I have my setup to receive any Pokemon, let's go ahead and receive an Aerodactyl. Yeah. Do you want to give a nickname to Aerodactyl? No. There's no more room for Pokemon Aerodactyl sent to Pokemon Box 1 on PC. Okay. So, if I just go into someone's PC, because I don't know what I'm doing, it's totally not Bill's, deposit Mew. Okay. And then withdraw my Aerodactyl. Okay. Now this part is important. You have to make sure to move your Pokemon up one at a time. I guess you could just do it any way you want, but obviously this way is quickest. Lol. So it's at the top, otherwise your code will not work. Right, Aerodactyl's in the first slot. These will work now. And also, the GameShark code we're about to use targets the first Pokemon. Okay, so what do we need? I've written this down. Like I said, I need to change 3 values. So I need to change the typing to Dark, which I couldn't find online, so I had to do some trial and error. And it turns out the Dark type is hexadecimal 1B, which is after Dragon 1A, which is pretty cool. So I wonder if is Steel 1C then? I need to look into this. I'm sorry, like I'm going in like halfway of this, guys, but it probably is 1C, but you don't know until you do trial and error. Anyway, So I now need X accuracy, Caraboss, and max revive. Do I have these items? X accuracy. Nope. Time to create these items for myself. Okay, I'm back. That took a while. Holy crap. First I had to make the items, then I had to just give them the right quantity. Right. So this is what you're looking at. This is exactly the same for each version, whether you're on Pokémon Yellow or Pokémon Red and Blue. Obviously in Pokémon Yellow, 8F is the WSM item, which is a completely different item. You can get WSM in Pokémon Blue, but it acts completely differently. Just because of memory addresses and stuff. Right, so we're starting off by changing, let's see, what was I looking at? We're changing the typing, the second typing of Aerodactyl from whatever it was before to dark. So max survive is 27, which is hexadecimal 1B, which overwrites it to dark, basically. And then Caraboss is always 209, and X accuracy is 113, because that is where we're targeting. 113 targets a part of the first Pokemon in your party. I don't remember the specifics of it. So, if I activate AF, it should just activate the code. I don't know if it has to be in this order. I guess I could just, because I did just save, so I guess I could just, YXZ. Okay, so that's weird. So I do that there. I mean, it shouldn't matter, right? Yep, it matters what order you do it in. Okay, so that's just control now. Oh my god, yep, it has to be in that funny order. Okay, so let's just make sure 113, 27. Okay, so Aerodactyl has no idea. It is now a rock dark type. Excellent. So now for the next bit of code. Okay, now that I have this set up, I need to just check my items. So X accuracy, let's see. X accuracy is YY, so YY needs to be 107. It's currently 113. So, if I type toss, 1, 2, 3. So that's 107, okay, I've got 107 of those. That should stay as 209, and this is 183. So this is the second species byte of Tyranitar. We are working our way backwards. So, if I activate AF, nothing should happen to our Aerodactyl. Okay, now here's the interesting part. When we toss, let's see, what was it? When we toss the remaining 7 of these, that we only have 100, and activate AF, our Aerodactyl is now a glitch Pokemon. So it is now a full-on Tyranitar. In fact, we can rename it if we want. If I just save the game. I forget, am I in Lavender Town right now? If I'm in Lavender Town, then holy crap, I planned ahead. Oh my god, yes. Right, so let's go to the name rater. To rate the name of my Tyranitar. Hello, I'm the official name rater. Want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? Yes. Which Pokemon should I look at? This one is a bit funny. Aerodactyl, is it? That's a decent nickname, but would you like me to give it a nicer name? How about it? Yes. Fine, what should I name it? So, Okay, this Pokemon's renamed Tyranitar. That's a better name than before. Okay, so, the funny thing about this is I tried this on Virtual Console. I got a level 5 Tyranitar. I transferred it over to Gold and Silver. Or Crystal, I forget. It was fine. I put it into box 1 on my PC, and I thought, there's no way. Well, actually, no, hang on, I leveled it up a little bit first. Got it to like level 20 or something. And then I put it in box 1 on my PC. I was thinking, there's no way Pokémon Bank will accept this, because Tyranitar evolves from Pupitar at level, I think it's 53 or something. Shit, let me just check. Nope, level 55. So, basically, you can't get a Tyranitar that's under level 55. Or, is what I'm saying. I was thinking, there's no way Pokémon Bank will accept this. So I was just laughing to myself. Let's do a transfer anyway. Pokémon Bank accepted it. And I transferred it over to Pokémon Sun. And it's now on my team. I'm surprised that there is no check. Probably because nobody's done this glitch before. Or they probably have, but it's not documented from what I can see. Or at least, if it is documented somewhere, it is not known about. So Nintendo are probably like, aha, nobody can cheat in the Virtual Console version of Gold and Silver, even though there's the coin case glitch, but, you know, whatever. Right, we are ready to trade our Pokemon. I will be right back. Okay, hopefully this works. I think the sound is still disabled. Yeah, I've disabled the sound on this because as soon as you open two instances to do the link cable thing, it doesn't like it and it just corrupts the audio basically. It doesn't really, well, not really corrupt it, but it lags it out. So Game Boy 1 load. Let's see, Pokemon Blue, just the regular blue version is what I'm using. And then let's see, Game Boy 2 load, which was just Pokemon Gold. I'm pretty sure that's what I was using. Okay. Can control these independently of each other. Okay, so not again. What have I done? Okay, am I still recording? Okay. No, of course I'm recording now. Right. Is this gonna work? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, right, no, I know what I've done. Okay, so if I go to Pokemon Gold, I know this is good. This doesn't make any sense. And then Game Boy 2 load, Pokemon Blue. I think I understand the save files now. I didn't realize SA2 meant Game Boy 2 save file, but of course that makes sense. So it should load my save file now. Yes, okay, right. Okay, if I just position myself, right, so, okay, that's interesting, because I was using Pokemon Yellow last time. Right, so, let's activate the trade. If I just do the one on the left first. Trade across time, save the game, because it takes forever to save the game on this one, yes. Please wait. Save the game. Please wait. Where do you like to go? Trade Center. Okay, cool. So... okay, so do this. Please wait. Okay, so... it's going to move the analog... it's going to move the cursor on both screens at the same time, so pay attention to the one that says Tyranitar. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong one. As you can see, this is a Tyranitar with proper experience points and, you know, it's wing attack, agility, or whatever. But the important thing is... oh, just an Abra, what the hell? Oh, god damn it, I had this save file set up, I didn't realize it's gonna make 2 copies of my save file. Okay, well that's fine, I can just trade the Abra. This Pokemon here is a glitch Pokemon that lets you transfer Pokemon over from Gen 2 to Gen 1. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, Abra. So if I do trade, and then no, and then I do trade, should trade Abra for Tyranitar. Yes. Oh my god, this is working. This works on Virtual Console. Obviously, you need like a friend with the game, like with the other game. So if you've got Gen 1, any Gen 2 or whatever, or you just need 2 3DSs like me because I'm fucking, well, not exactly rich, but whatever. But yeah, this worked, and I was able to transfer it to Pokémon Bank, even though it was underleveled. Like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Like, look at this. Like, it works. Yeah, it requires a lot of setup to get the 8F thing working. I was working on a video after my Pikachu, how to teach Pikachu Surf. I was working on a video after that, but it kind of went nowhere with it. I could probably edit it, but I don't know. I mean, there are tutorials online on how to do the 8F/WSM Arbitrary Code Execution thing set up. However, all the information is in bits and pieces. It's not really compiled, which is kind of why I'm making myself a little booklet for personal use, but I might just upload the information online somewhere or something, I don't know. Because it's just so convenient to have a little booklet and just be like, oh, let's see, item list, oh, Master Ball, Ultra Ball, Great Ball, Pokeball, Town Map, Bicycle, and just be like, oh, let me, oh man, what moves are there? Okay, move number 1 is Pound, and it's a physical type move, and it's a normal attack. Okay, 0C is Guillotine, and it's a physical attack, and it's normal attack. It's so good, and I haven't stapled this together, so I can just pull the pages out and place them next to other pages for comparison. So receive any Pokemon. Oh boy, let's grab my Pokemon list and put it right next to that. Right, so which Pokemon do I want? Okay, so I just put that into there, and oh, it is so good. So good. Although I guess I will need to convert that to decimal, won't I? That's fine, you could just always use a calculator, I suppose. Right, so that's how to get an underleveled Tyranitar, and theoretically any Pokemon except Celebi. I might look into that at some point, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why Celebi isn't available, if, like, there are only 255 slots for Pokemon. Which is true for both games, but, you know, whatever, I don't know. Okay, so I hope someone found this useful and is able to get whatever Pokemon they want into, like, Pokémon Bank. Crazy underleveled level.